Hi, and welcome to Get Up Babe, my series to help you develop structure so you can build the creative life you keep saying that you want. If you have bought the planners, made the content plan, and still struggle to execute, you need to hear this. Today we're talking about direction, which is your ability to get above your emotional body and give yourself orders. And I promise you can learn to do this even if you're an overthinker like me. A few years ago, I was living in a shared house in Los Angeles, and I wanted to paint my walls this beautiful deep shade of teal. But I couldn't afford to hire someone, and I knew it was going to take me longer than one day. So every weekend when I had time off, I would move all my furniture over to one corner of the room, paint the opposite wall, and then move it back. And I let it sit there ugly and unfinished for weeks. Now I'll tell you what I wasn't doing. I wasn't sitting there saying, I don't know if I can paint the room. I wasn't saying, universe, if I don't see a sign this room can be painted by midnight, I quit. It wasn't that emotional. I knew my goal was to paint the room, and I knew my next step was to paint the room. Now when it comes to any of your creative goals, there's only two things you really need to focus on. Your North Star, which is where you're going, and your next step, which is the action you can take right now. The more you can take those things and remove the emotion from them, the easier it is to execute on a daily basis. If you're someone who gets stuck in strategizing, you already have a sense of the sequencing, probably more skills than you give yourself credit for. So stop hand-wringing about the how and step into self-directed mode.